Hello and welcome to MakeMeStudio. MakeMeStudio is the best web resource for managing a makerspace using Agile project management methods. Agile project management is the perfect tool for creating, taking care of, and using library makerspaces. It's flexible, collaborative, and results-driven.
The MakeMeStudio web guide is designed with the following information architecture in mind. By beginning with Agile methods and makerspaces, including the basics of Agile project management, the user starts with the necessary background information about Agile to begin a project. Then, the user reviews makerspaces from scratch to understand how to develop a makerspace during the project phase. As the project gets underway and begins to transition to continuing operations, the user considers the resources in management strategies and patrons and makers. Lastly, the user can submit questions and ideas in the communicating in Agile form as necessary throughout the project. We'll review the web guide in this order.
Let's look at the Agile Methods plus Makerspaces page. It describes what makerspaces are. The makerspace description fulfills our user story new to makerspaces by giving a user who does not quite know what a makerspace is a clear definition. The information about Agile also fulfills our user story new to Agile by explaining what Agile project management is and how it can be used in a makerspace. It describes the principles and processes of Agile project management. Agile documents, and resources for using Agile. It also explains the basic principles of Agile and provides links to learning more.
The Make Me vision statement is located on our homepage in a blog post. Click on it to see the MakeMeStudio vision statement written in an Agile format. Its format can be used as a model vision statement for your makerspace. The MakeMeStudio vision statement is for library makerspace project managers and other stakeholders who are interested in applying Agile project management to creating and managing makerspaces. The MakeMeStudio is a website guide that focuses the application of Agile project management on makerspaces. Unlike other resources about makerspaces, our product provides tips and resources about creating and running a library makerspace using Agile project management principles.
Team User Stories post. There, you will find some sample user stories written in an Agile format. User stories help you come up with features or what you want your makerspace to do by helping you think about what your users will want from the makerspace. The format as, I want to, so that, when this happens, can be used to create easy user stories.
Now we're going to go to the MakeMeStudio requirements post. On the MakeMeStudio requirements page, an excerpt of the MakeMeStudio product backlog is visible. This product backlog is an Agile tool in which you list all the features you want in the project on one list. You then prioritize the list, so you work on the most important requirements first.
Now we're going to look at our Agile process. Here, we talk about how we were able to use the Agile process to create our project and what parts of the Agile method we adjusted to fit our needs. These blog posts, Make Me Vision, Team User Stories, MakeMeStudio Requirements, and 590 Project Management, our Agile process, fulfill our user story, New to Agile, by giving a user who is new to Agile example documents to use when creating his or her own documentation. They are all contained on the home page. Users who need to access sample documents quickly can easily find them here. Let's go to Makerspaces from scratch. It gives tips for creating a makerspace in a library that doesn't already have one, using the Agile Project Management method. It contains resources for planning and designing a makerspace, resources for funding, example makerspaces, and tips for training staff. This page fulfills the user stories, planning a makerspace for a new building, by giving resources for finding a place to put a makerspace, find grants or other funding for a makerspace, by giving links to funding sources, and staff training, by giving resources on training staff members so they can self-direct in an agile way. All of the links on the web page are tested every 2 weeks manually by the project development team. This testing procedure applies to all links included in the web guide. There is no need for automated testing on our website.
Next, we're going to look at the Management Strategies page. The Management Strategies page gives tips to help transition the makerspace from project status to continuing operations status, with references to Agile Project Management. The first section details how to market a makerspace. The second section describes how to work with special groups of patrons. This fulfills the user stories for marketing strategies for existing makerspaces by giving tips for creating advertisements, and dealing with patrons by providing sources for best serving special groups of patrons. Like the links on the rest of the website, these links are useful because of their practicality. The tools featured on MakeMeStudio all center on the practical application of theory, a necessity for both project management and for continuing operations.
Now, patrons and makers. This page provides resources for patrons needing makerspace product ideas at various levels of difficulty. It explains how to make a makerspace website and shows beginning programs, intermediate programs, advanced programs, and home-based programs. This fulfills the user story, Programs for Users, by giving public library patrons ideas for projects that can be completed in their local makerspaces. In addition to testing links every 2 weeks, new projects are added every 3 months.
Now let's look at the Communicating in Agile page. This page allows users of the web guide to contact the project development team with comments, questions, or concerns. It is the only part of our website that needs to be secure, since users submit emails, phone numbers, and other private information in the form. We used the WordPress security policy to keep all information submitted in the form secure and private. Don't Don't forget to engage the patrons and makers through social media. Nothing is more agile than getting to the point in 140 characters or less.
The Inspiring Content blog post includes even more resources for makerspaces, both in the project phase and in the continuing operations phase. It connects users to 2 videos showing technology commonly used in makerspaces, the importance of training staff, and how to help older patrons in the makerspace. This fulfills the user stories, Technology for Makerspaces, by showing some of the newest technology in makerspaces, staff training by explaining why staff training is valuable, and dealing with patrons by explaining how to work with a special group of patrons, senior citizens. New blog posts on this theme, inspiring content, will be added each month.
Now let's meet the team. The Meet the Team post introduces users to all 6 members of the MakeMeStudio project development team. First is Anne, pictured here with her dog. Next is Nathan, with his guinea pig. There's Angelica, with her dog. Lynn, with her dog. Spencer, with her dog. And David, with his cat. This page is tested once every 6 months to make sure information contained in the biographies is still accurate. It is also updated every time someone leaves or joins the project development team.
The MakeMeStudio web guide is designed with the functionality of the user in mind. The target users are all librarians and patrons with a firm grasp of technology. Thus, most of the website is intuitive. However, everyone can benefit from training on where to find specific pieces of information in the website. This demonstration video fulfills that need, so it's our training document too.
The administrative functionality of the site is determined by WordPress, the company the project development team used to build the site. Members of the project development team all have administrative status. By clicking on My Site on the left-hand side of the screen, the project team can view website stats, publish different kinds of media, change the website theme, add new features to the site, and adjust website settings.
The project development team used a variety of documents during the creation of MakeMeStudio. Since this was an Agile project, documentation was kept to a minimum. Most of these documents are shared with users of MakeMeStudio in the form of sample Agile documents. These documents, including the product roadmap you see here, were created on Google Drive. The benefit of this software is that it enabled all project development team members to edit the documents. There was no need to send additional emails when a file was edited, because everyone on the development team instantly knew. This helped make sure the team functioned in an agile way.
The development team also created technical documentation to be used just among the members of the project development team to keep track of what is involved in the website. It contains technical information about the website, how to upload media, and information on the various web pages and subsections. For each page and subsection, the documentation explains the section's content, how often it should be tested, and how often it should be updated. This agrees with the Agile method of keeping documentation to only what is necessary. It has enough detail that anyone who is not part of the project development team could read it and understand how to build the website, but not so much that it is unnecessary.
Thank you for watching the MakeMeStudio web guide demonstration. We hope you enjoyed our video and enjoy your time exploring our website and its useful content. Thank you and have a great day.